you've got to write punchy stuff. That's why I try and tell people when they come to the fucking goddamn open mic over there at the Laugh Factory, I'm like, they go, oh, it's a 2-minute set. Well, I've got this 2-minute story. I'm like, no, tell a 30-second joke, 30-second joke, 1-minute story, link it back to the first 30-second joke, say thank you very much, put your hand in the air, and then come back and get a callback. And they're like, oh, that's how you do it? I said, that's how I would do it. And they go, cool. And then they go out and tell a 2-minute story with a bit of stupid fucking crowd work, and they're like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, well, because no one was fucking giving a shit.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Crowd work now, it used to be a privilege. Now it's because people are starting the comedy doing crowd work, which is fucking crazy.
Why would they do that?
Because it gets the most clicks. Crowd work clips get the most clips.
Yeah.
Well, no. Matt did comedy for fucking 10 years before he fucking
Wait, did you see him
popped.
around?
Huh?
Did you see Matt Rife around?
Yeah, Matt's a friend, yeah.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
No.
LA is very...
Fuck LA for that.
Yeah.
I'll find a girl from Missouri that likes Bud Light and doesn't know what sushi is.
I think they should know what sushi is.
Lot fucking cheaper that way.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. But then I think you make it...
last thing you want to do is meet a girl in fucking LA who knows what Nobu is.
Oh, yes.
Then you're fucked.
Then you are fucked.
Yeah.
I'm with you. But it's also, I think you're making a good point because it's hard to meet a down-to-earth...
Well, if you're serious about this comedy stuff too, it's this. You're always going to leave your woman for the spot. If you're really into it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you're going to go, you know what? Yeah, the spot is where it's at. And that's why, yeah, I mean, tried to explain it to somebody, and Jim Jeffries explained it once. He said why it didn't work out with his wife. He said every day he went to work, he was happy.
Yeah.
Because he's living his dream.
Yeah.
Every day he's living his dream. And every day she goes to work, she hates her fucking job. She comes home and she's like, this fucking sucks. But you're having a blast over here. You're doing your thing. And people look at it, people who who aren't trying to chase this, look at this like it's a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
When it's not.
Oh.
And they go, well, you're doing your fun thing. And I'm like, my fun thing is work.
Oh.
It just happens to be a job that's really fun when
Right.
it's fucking right, when it goes right. When it doesn't go right, it fucking sucks.
Right.
At the same time, I see no need to divide a room in half. And it's hard enough to sell tickets.
Yeah.
Let alone cutting them in half because
Yeah, that's true.
half the people don't want to do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, I think, as much as I respect political comedy, I think I'd love to think that comedy can be an escape from politics because it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
So what I want people to do is come to a show, turn your phone off, fucking
Right.
detach,
Yeah.
focus, and fucking enjoy 2 hours of just not giving a fuck about your live feed or what's on, or who's someone's story or whatever's happening with the world right now.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Did you come here, Dan? You're here a little early.
I'm never late, mate.
Oh, is that like a military thing?
Yes, a military thing.
Oh.
That's exactly what that is. Because the ride doesn't wait, man.
PTSD.
That's the only thing that makes me anxious is being late.
What happens in the military when you're late?
You walk. You don't get a ride.
Oh, I see.
They leave. They don't wait.
Obviously, the Australian military, right?
Yes.
How long did you serve?
7 years.
Oh, wow. Were you, is it the same? Like Army, Marine, Air Force?
No Marines, but Army, Air Force, and Navy. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
Army.
Oh, nice. What was it like?
It was fun right up until when it wasn't. And that's when I got out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry to hear that.
That's all right. It happens. You get tired of it. You figure out, am I going to do this for 20 years or am I not going to do it for 20 years? And that's when you have to make a decision. And usually around about year 7.
What made you want to go into the Army?
I didn't have a choice, really. I fucked up my last year of school and
Oh, no.
I had to get a job.
Why'd you fuck up?
Because I just didn't apply myself as hard as I should have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just being a kid.
Where in Australia are you from?
East Coast, up in the mountains on the East Coast. Little tiny town.
East Coast? Is
Yeah.
it like close to Sydney or?
That's 8 hours from Sydney.
Oh, it's pretty far.
Yeah.
I don't know the geography very well.
Yeah, 8 hours from Sydney, 6 hours from Brisbane, out in the country.
Oh, Brisbane.
Out in the bush.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is it nice?
It's beautiful.
Did you grow up on like farms and stuff?
I grew up near farms.
Oh, nice.
I grew up in a
That's
town
awesome.
with 23 people in it, so
Oh,
it's
really?
rural.
What, really? Yeah, that's super rural.
Yeah, it's fucking as rural as it gets.
Do you feel out of place in LA?
No.
You
No,
like
I've
it
lived
here?
in cities all my life, man.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah. But I can hang in the country without a problem.
Oh, wow. Australian countryside sounds awesome. It's probably...
It's got a few snakes in it, that's a problem. Lots of snakes, lots of spiders.
I think it's either New Zealand or Australia that has the most diverse biodiversity.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't miss the snakes.
Oh.
They are fucking everywhere, dude. I mean,
Do you not miss Australia in general?
I miss Australia, but not the snakes. I don't miss having to watch where I put my feet. I don't miss not being able, when you pick something up off the ground, checking what's underneath it before you do.
Oh,
Particularly
really?
in the summer. Because they'll get in the shade. If there's a little bit of shade, the snake will crawl underneath something, and then you pick it up and, oh wow, surprise underneath.
Which Australian city is your favorite?
Sydney.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd love to go. I've only been to Sydney once, which was pretty recent.
Sydney's amazing, man.
Yeah,
It's
was
like
nice.
a little mini New York, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome. With a really, really nice harbour.
There were really funky looking birds flying everywhere. I've never
Ibis.
seen them. Yeah.
They're called bin chickens.
Bin chickens?
Well, we call a trash can a bin.
Oh, right.
And a bin chicken is a bird that digs through the trash.
Oh, nice.
And that's what an ibis is. It's a big one with a big, huge beak.
Yeah.
Yeah, they walk around everywhere and nobody fucks with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bin chickens.
Trash chickens?
Yeah, you can't eat them. They taste so fucking horrible.
Oh, really?
No, if we could eat them, we would.
It would be nice.
But you can't because they're like a big fucking pigeon.
They fly very well.
They're annoying, man. If someone feeds an ibis, man, then they're everywhere.
So you served in the army right after school,
Yeah, straight out of school.
and you were stationed. I was actually looking you up in ChatGPT, and it says a lot of things about you. Like you were in Iraq and stuff.
Yeah, I spent 5 years in Iraq.
Oh no, 5 years?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Wait,
Yeah,
to
man.
support America?
I was working as a contractor, yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, what was that like?
That was easy.
Really?
That wasn't too bad. I mean, for me, yeah. I mean, I had it easy, man. I was literally in the rear with the gear.
Mm.
So I had the choice of jobs when I went out there to go and do something more risky for more money, or something
wow.
pretty less risky for less money. And I took the less risky for less money, and still risky, but nowhere near as risky as what people were doing out there. I mean, I was behind.
Yeah.
I was behind the wire. I was
right.
what they would call a fobbit.
What's that?
A hobbit who sits on a fob on a forward operating base and doesn't move off the base. That's what I did.
Hobbit?
Yeah, they're called a fobbit. I was quite proud to be a fobbit at that point. I'd done my infantry work. I don't need to be out there getting in the weeds.
Oh
so
wow.
I will take the air conditioning in an office, thanks.
Did it pay well?
It paid all right.
Oh.
About 115 grand.
USD?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're working 7 days a week. You're working 12 hours a day. And 3 months straight without a day off, and then you get 2 weeks off. So, depending on how hard you work and how dumb you are, I mean, you don't have to work the whole 12 hours. If you're smart, you can get it done in 6 hours and then chill.
Do you still have like commanding officers and stuff?
There's a command structure. It's a company,
Oh.
but that command structure is full of unqualified people as well. So it's
really?
always fun. Yeah.
Wow, it sounds very complicated.
Well, I work for a company out there called KBR, and the acronym for KBR stands for Kellogg Brown and Root, but in slang in that part of the world, it stands for kids, best friends, and relatives, because that's who they hire. And you end up with a lot of those folks. So, but
Very dangerous work.
working out there, you appreciate what you have. So, yeah, it was worth it.
I'm sorry to ask you about such a dark part of your life.
All right.
And then you moved to LA.
Yeah. Well, no, I moved to Houston. I spent 17 years in Houston.
Wow. How was that?
It was great.
Why Houston?
It's where I originally moved to when I came to America. Came out here to play rugby.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Well, as a professional?
Semi-pro.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get paid?
Shit job, shit car, shit place to live. Yes.
Oh wow, that's
That
awesome.
was a very shitty contract, but you know what? Working holiday, it made it great.
Rugby is not very big in America, though, right?
It's getting bigger, but
Really?
it'll never get big. It doesn't have
Oh.
the TV money.
Oh wow. Were you pretty good?
I was handy. There you go. I wouldn't say I was great, but I wasn't bad. I was handy.
Oh wow. And you played for 17 years?
I played for 25.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I was out here for 17.
Oh,
I played
right.
in Australia before I came out here.
And then you found comedy after rugby?
I found comedy after a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
Yeah, 2019 I started doing comedy.
Oh man. What happened then?
I nearly had a heart attack. That's what did it.
I'm sorry?
You spend 3 days in a cardio unit, you got to rethink what you're doing.
Oh. You had health issues?
Yes. I not really. I mean, I had blood pressure issues, and they told me I needed to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And at that point, people have been telling me to do stand-up for years. And I was like, fuck it. A buddy of mine was doing well out here. And I was like, well, if he can do it, I can fucking do it.
Is he still out here?
No.
Oh.
He quit.
He quit?
The guy who inspired me quit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Fadi Malkosh.
Was he Australian?
Nope. He's an American guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Um.
He lives down in Southern California somewhere now.
Oh really?
Yeah. Doing good. Doing quite well on what he's doing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What does he think about you still doing comedy?
He's happy.
Oh nice. Wait, 2019? That's well after Fourth Wall and all of that. Everything must have been kind of pretty active in 2019.
Well, when I got out here, yeah. And then
Yeah.
the pandemic
Right.
hit about 8 months after I got out of here.
Oh, I
and
see.
I'm like, fucking great.
Were you a regular at places like the Fourth Wall?
When I first started, yeah, I did. I was
Oh.
knocking out 10 sets a week
Oh,
just to get
wow.
as fast. I saw that place as a place where I could improve quickly.
Wow.
I mean, it's like going to the gym. It's
Yeah.
a gym membership.
Yeah.
It's basically like you want to get quick. You want to get better at something, and go to the gym and get
Yeah.
better at it. That's why I laugh at people who go, "Well, I can't believe you pay to do comedy." Well, you don't have to.
Yeah.
No one's holding a gun to your head.
Yeah.
If you want to get better, if you want to work out your timing, your reps,
Nice.
that kind of thing, bang, 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 it works out great. It's great for timing.
Mm.
Sometimes it can be too supportive, and if then it feels like a fucking AA group or a fucking therapy group or something like
Right.
that, where everybody's into what you're doing. Sometimes you've got to go and find a different workout mic somewhere where no one knows who you are. So you get
Oh.
a genuine reaction to what you're doing.
Maybe you're right.
And yeah, or find a time of day when people who don't know you are on, because you get into a rhythm and you're like, I'm going to come here every Monday at 12, every Monday at 12,
yeah.
and you run into the same fucking people, and it's very difficult to get a read on whether your material's hitting or not.
Yeah.
Like, you're not expecting the crowd like that to laugh, because they're not there to laugh. They're there to work out their own shit. If they're listening, if they're paying attention to what you're doing on stage, then you're doing something right.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to remember a guy when I first got here, and he used to be buried in his phone, and I thought, this guy's rude as shit. And I'm like, no, he's just maximising his time. He gets up there and does his thing. I'm like, yeah, maybe it helps to pay attention, but at the end of the day, you don't have to pay attention. I mean, but I know one thing for a fact: when I got him looking up from his phone, I knew whatever the fuck that was
I see.
good, because this motherfucker's listening now.
Kind of like a compliment.
Kind of a backhanded compliment, but a compliment at that. I mean. But yeah, looking back on it now, I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, you must be tight with Joe.
Sorry?
You must be tight with Joe.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe, I love Joe. Joe's great people.
Is a group of people that started around in the scene 2019, are they still in the scene today, or have they quit?
Some of them are, some of them quit. A lot of people use the pandemic as an excuse. I mean, it gave everybody an out.
Well, it must have been tough.
If you were looking for a way to get out of this shit, if you were looking for a way to sit there and go, you know what, I was great, but the pandemic took away my ability, and if that gave you an out to put your hand up and go, well, I'm going to go back to selling real estate or whatever the fuck you were going to do. But what I did find is the people who stuck with it through the pandemic were cut from different metal by the end of it. Those people who stuck with it during the pandemic and just kept fucking working, somehow found a way, then those people got a lot more respect. It seemed, for a short time anyway.
Anybody I might know?
Nah, off the top of my head, I can't name anybody. But I mean, yeah, the dust settled at the end of it all. You were like, when people started coming back outside again and promoting and jumping on stage again, you were like, oh, he's still fucking here. He's still here. He didn't fucking quit. It gave people a lot of opportunity to move back home with their parents.
Oh.
And they're like, well, I'm gonna pandemic, and I'm in Michigan, and I guess I'm staying in Michigan. I got a job out here, and you're like, well, fucking one less fucking person in my way.
Yeah. Wow, you're pretty cutthroat.
Yeah, kind of. It depends, man. I mean, you really got to look at what you want to do out of this stuff. I mean, and that's the thing with LA. You run into three or four different kinds of people in the same room doing the same thing with three different goal structures. And you can run into somebody who wants to have their name on the side of the comedy store, somebody who just wants to do this for therapy, somebody who just wants to do backyard shows and have a ball every weekend, and then someone who fucking, you don't even know why the fuck they're doing it, but it doesn't look like they're trying to do anything. And they're all in the same room together, and it's very difficult to tell who that person is until you hang out with them for a bit, and then you're like, rightio, because if you end up clicking up with the wrong people in this town, you can find yourself sitting in a backyard for 6 years. And you're like, I'm the king of this fucking backyard. But you're like, you're never getting out of this fucking backyard show. That's all you've been doing. You've got to look at yourself and go, fuck, hang on a minute. I wanted to do this, and now I'm doing this because I'm hanging out with these folks. It's weird in that regard. If you're, I mean, but if you can find the right people who are fucking hell-bent on what you're hell-bent on, then it's great. Because this town can be real collaborative in that case. Or you can just go Han Solo.
Go ahead.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
It's cheaper to go Han Solo. You know, it's cheaper to not have friends in LA.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you socialise, it costs money. I mean...
Oh, you say that again.
Yeah, you really got to figure out... Well, for me, it's easy, because I fucking partied my ass off for 20 years, so I don't really do any of that shit anymore. So, yeah.
Or are you into hard drugs?
Not really. Dabbled.
Do you think getting in with the right people is important because of like the creative collaboration?
No, it's not essential, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to have collaborators in this town.
Yeah. I
mean, yeah. Honest opinions around what you're doing is always a good thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to have a critic.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a critic, then everybody tells you you're awesome until you're not.
Yeah.
Until you find out when you're taking a shit one day and two people are talking about you while they're taking a piss. And you're like, fucking hang on a minute. I'm that fucking guy?
Did you always have a critic by your side?
No.
No.
No, you run fucking unchecked and you can, for a bit. But then you just got to figure it out.
What year did you get involved with the Laugh Factory?
2019. I got Laugh Factory job 4 days after I got to LA.
What, really?
Yeah.
Did you know someone?
I had it in, yeah.
Oh, you did?
A friend of mine was a friend of Jay Davis, who was the booker at the Laugh Factory at the time. And I'd just come off 15 years of running nightclubs.
But I thought you were doing rugby.
Yeah. I didn't get paid. Well, no, I ran nightclubs. And I sold guns in Texas before I came out here. And I coached rugby. After I retired from playing.
I see.
And yeah, so that's half the reason I almost had a heart attack, because I was doing too many things.
Oh no.
Working all hours of the night, working all hours of the day, not really sleeping, too much drinking.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So, but I sat down with Jay Davis, drank my way into a job. They needed a change at the front door of the Laugh Factory, and I was in there at the right time, right place, right time.
Wow. You've been there for like 5 years now.
Yeah, I quit last November, and I'm back, and I can't wait to quit again.
Why'd you quit?
I quit to go full-time comedy.
But did you have to quit?
Yes. To go full-time, yeah, to do what I want to do full-time, yeah. But 2 months out on the road, my car tried to kill me on the road, and now I'm back paying for it. So it's a 365-day lesson in planning.
Oh no.
But
sorry to hear that.
It's all right.
What happened to your car?
A bolt broke at about 55 miles an hour in Texas and took out my steering.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you get into an accident?
No, thankfully I didn't hit anything, but I'm very lucky. If I
Wow.
was doing 75 on a freeway, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just pulled over?
I handbraked over, yes.
Oh God. And Laugh Factory just said, yeah, come on back.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, it pays to be good at what you do without tooting my own horn. They were happy to have me back.
Yeah. But it sounds like it was a big decision for you to go full-time comedy.
It was huge. It was huge.
Are you not excited to be back?
I'm excited to leave again. I can't wait to do that again. That felt great. That 2 months of doing full-time comedy is as chaotic as it was. I picked the wrong time of year to do it. I wouldn't advise anybody to quit their job in November and go full-time comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to leave in March next year. And November's, I had convinced myself that November would be good because I had a couple of shows lined up through December and January, but with weather, that can really affect you in the winter. That did. Yeah, I definitely know I've got to plan a little bit more out this time. So yeah, have a few more side hustles lined up so I can pay the rent.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about them or?
Well, I'm working on a YouTube show right now, which hopefully should help pay the bills, and
Nice.
got to get that out in September. My Vegemite podcast does all right. We monetize that.
Oh wow.
And my other podcast, The Verbal Gym, we've done pretty well at monetizing that as well. So I've got 2 podcasts monetized and working on the 3rd. So.
Is the Vegemite podcast where you make people eat Vegemite?
Yeah, we just had Ryan Davis last episode.
Oh wow.
So Ryan Davis did the last one. We've done everybody from Adam Ray, Maximini, John Cleese. Yeah, there's been some really big episodes on that.
Wait, is it about Vegemite?
Yes. That's exactly what it's about. That is exactly what it's about. I send them Vegemite in the mail, they eat it on camera.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, everybody gets their first go at it.
It's pretty good.
It's an acquired taste, mate.
What do you think about Marmite?
I think it's garbage.
Marmite's not that bad.
Wouldn't eat it if you're going to kill me.
I'm sorry?
Wouldn't eat it if it was the last thing on earth.
Oh, I see. I didn't know there was such a rivalry there.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, I guess you can't really get avocado toast with Vegemite in America.
I'm not a big avocado guy.
Oh, really?
I don't like them. Never got into avocados.
I thought that was the Vegemite thing to do.
That is the fucking... I don't know, if you want to pay $15 for Vegemite on toast, you put some avocado on top of it. That's what usually seems to elevate it.
Well, how else would you eat it? Just straight up?
I'm butter and toast, man. That's
wow,
it.
that's crazy.
That's how it's meant to be eaten.
What, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was...
Avocado is just a new thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's the last 5 years.
I see.
Yeah.
Um,
Avocado is a trendy thing.
Are you friends with Chris Kidder?
Yeah, it's a good friend of mine.
I haven't seen Chris in a while.
Yeah, Chris is good. About to go on a summer tour with Chris for 3 months. So we're going to do a bunch of shows up and down the east and west coast every weekend for the next 3 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. We're putting together a lot. Me, him, and Miguel Rojas.
I don't think I know Miguel. Oh, I think maybe I might have seen him around.
Yeah, big guy, looks like a bad guy.
Yeah,
Guy from the Mayans or Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of guy, yeah.
Did you all start out together?
Miguel's been going for a lot longer than us.
Ah.
Me and Chris started the same week.
I see.
Yeah. So, yeah, back in 2019 we both started around the same time. And we were in the same writing group. When I first came out here, I got brought into a group of people who are writing comedy.
Nice.
Through my friend. And Chris was one of those guys in that group. And from that group, which was about 7 people, I think 2 of us are still really doing comedy left. So 5 are gone. Well, 4 are gone.
Yeah. I guess that's how it happens.
That's how it happens, man. Get that real estate job, and then you're like, oh, you know what? I want to sell houses.
Well, I guess money is...
That's the thing, man. I mean, I've had money before, lost it,
You lost it?
Oh, spent it, lost it, fucked around with it. I've done other things. Now I've finally found the last job I want to have, and it's comedy.
Nice.
Nothing feels better than comedy. Feels like getting shot out of a cannon. It's awesome. When it goes well, it's fucking great.
Can I ask why you lost it?
Yeah, drank, partied too much. I'm too young to have money at the time when I made that Iraq money. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You must have been a big partier.
No, I had an ex-wife who liked to spend money as well.
I see.
So
Did you
yeah.
have kids?
No.
Oh. In Australia?
Yeah, here.
Ex-wife in America?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. In Houston?
Yes.
Oh. Have you met anybody out here in LA?
No.
Would you like to?
No.
Why not?
Can't afford it.
I'm sorry?
Can't afford it. Can't afford it. Don't have the time to waste on it. To be honest, mate.
Oh, man.
I am 48. I'm probably going to live till I'm 65 if I'm lucky. Maybe. I keep outliving people that I drink more than, and I don't really. Yeah, I mean, it's not something that I need in my life right now. I'd rather take the spare time I have to chase what I'm trying to chase.
Wow.
And it's funny, you sit there and people go, it's too cold, and I'm like, well, it's written on my fucking wall in my apartment. I'm like, you've got, there's a little thing written above it that says, never forget how much this costs.
Mm-hmm.
And on one side is comedy success, and the other side is the house, the kids, the wife, the dog, the fucking goldfish, the plants, all the shit that requires some level of responsibility on this side that you give up to relentlessly chase this over here. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And yeah.
Kind of like a vow of celibacy.
Not even that. Oh, fuck no, not that. Not that, man, no. I'm not a fucking monk.
But you're like a monk who gave up his...
No, I just gave up fucking... You know what I've given up? I've given up buying women $200 meals. That's what I've given up doing.
What meals?
Like fucking, yeah, you don't have to go dating, which is great.
I see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
No.
LA is very...
Fuck LA for that.
Yeah.
I find a girl from Missouri that likes Bud Light and doesn't know what sushi is.
I think they should know what sushi is.
Lot fucking cheaper that way.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. But then I think you make it...
last thing you want to do is meet a girl in fucking LA who knows what Nobu is.
Oh, yes.
Then you're fucked.
Then you are fucked.
Yeah.
I'm with you. But it's also, I think you're making a good point, because it's hard to meet a down-to-earth...
Well, if you're serious about this comedy stuff too, you're always going to leave your woman for the spot. If you're really into it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you got to go, you know what? Yeah, the spot is where it's at. And that's why, yeah, I mean, tried to explain it to somebody, and Jim Jeffries explained it once. He said why it didn't work out with his wife. He said every day he went to work, he was happy.
Yeah.
He's living his dream.
Yeah.
Every day he's living his dream. And every day she goes to work, she hates her fucking job. She comes home and she's like, this fucking sucks. But you're having a blast over here. You're doing your thing. And people look at it, people who who aren't trying to chase this, look at this like it's a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
When it's not.
Oh.
And they go, well, you're doing your fun thing. And I'm like, my fun thing is work.
Oh.
It just happens to be a job that's really fun when
Right.
it's fucking right, when it goes right. When it doesn't go right, it fucking sucks.
Right.
Yeah. And like I explained to a guy the other day, he was trying to explain to him, he thought people who were doing spots in clubs were getting paid a fortune. I said, no.
Yeah.
Most people know. Some people, yes, but most people know. They're just getting paid a spot minimum.
Yeah.
He goes, well, why the fuck do people do this? I said, dude, for 5 years, most people are going to get paid nothing. You do 5 years of unpaid to get to the point where you can get this tiny little check that you're seeing these people sign for right now. He goes, what, they do it for love? And I said, yeah, that's exactly why they do this fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's exactly why. And if you're lucky, if you're fucking one of the chosen few, you can make $1 off it. If you're not, well then fucking you just keep grinding on it until fucking, I don't know.
Do you think it's what every successful comedian did, is to kind of give up like a part of their life for this?
No.
No?
No.
They don't have to do that?
Some people don't have to, man.
Really?
Some people got a nicer road. But for me, I don't need the distraction. I've had the distractions. I'm 48, man. I'm lucky. I've lived 2 lives at this point. I've been given a couple of cracks at this. Now I just need to be focused and just be like, right, this is what I want to do. And the people, the support structure around me believe that, and yeah, that's how it works. Just positive thinking, man.
Do you still have family out in Australia?
Everybody.
Oh, how?
All of them are out there.
Are they supportive of you?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good. My sister has a couple of grandkids, so that gets me off the hook there, and they live around the corner from their grandparents, so that's great.
Oh wow.
So I don't have to do shit.
Oh, you mean kids, right? Not
Yeah,
parents.
there's no pressure on me to do what I got to do.
Nice. Are they in Sydney or the countryside?
No, they're in the countryside.
What's the place called?
They're out behind the Gold Coast, in the hinterland of the Gold Coast.
Oh wow. It's near the coast?
It's about an hour from the coast.
Do you like going to the beach?
I love going to the beach.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, when there's no sharks.
In LA?
I don't go to the beach in LA.
Relatively, it's not good relative to Australia.
It's too fucking far from where I live, and yeah, just haven't had the chance. I'd really, in the 5 years I've been here, I've never been down there to the beach.
Oh, man, I would love to go to the beach in Australia.
Beach in Australia is fun, man. Just gotta, like I said, you just gotta watch out for the sharks. They're out there.
Right, sharks.
And sharks and jellyfish. And that's it.
Oh, nice. Do you travel a lot?
Not as much as I'd like to.
Oh.
Not for fun.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, my yeah, I don't have the financial ability to have fun traveling yet. So that's fine. I'll just keep pushing away.
Yeah.
If I can travel, I'll make sure it's something to do with comedy.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would run out of money even quicker.
Well, that's the goal, man. I don't need to be rich out of this comedy shit, but it'd be nice to be able to make enough money that I can buy a first-class ticket to anywhere in the world and not have to check my bank account. That would be. I don't need to buy a house in the hills. I just need to have enough money in my bank account to do that.
Yeah. I agree with that.
That's the plan. I'm not. Yeah. I mean, I don't need that big house, although it would be nice.
It would be nice. Any place that stands out for you, bucket list wise? Just travel.
Travel? I've been all over the place, man. I've already filled a passport, so.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Where was your favorite?
Favorite place is Costa Rica.
Oh, why?
Why? I go to a place called Puerto Vallejo on the Caribbean side. It's fantastic.
Ah.
It is like Mad Max for backpackers. It's right down on the Panamanian border on the Caribbean side, where the road runs out. Literally, the road runs out of that town.
Wow.
And drives into the jungle, and that's in Costa Rica. And it's great, man. It's just simple, man. You don't need a watch.
Is the coffee good?
Coffee's all right.
Oh, I heard
Seafood's great. Coffee's
nice.
fine. They got a little bit of a jaguar problem down there, which I didn't know about. But I mean, yeah, I'll be more wary next time I am. I won't be walking around at night time as much as I used to.
Oh dang.
I used to. Well, the place I stayed at last time I was there was on the outskirts of town, and we used to walk in and out every night. And then someone said to me, after about 25 days, they're like, "You don't worry about the jaguars. You're pretty ballsy." And I'm like, "What jaguar?" I'm like, "Oh, the jaguars are in the jungle." And I'm
Wow.
like, "No one told us about that shit." And they're like, "Yeah." So, well, I'm not walking home anymore.
It's like a coyote in Hollywood, but
Fucking coyote. No, it's a jaguar. You ain't getting away. You can get away from a coyote. A jaguar will crush your fucking head.
When were you there?
Last time I've been down there was... Shit. Last time I've been down there was 2018. It's been a while since I've travelled down there.
2018?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty recent.
Yeah, I'd like to get back down there. But I might go down there next year.
Nice. Man, you do have money. You're traveling all the time.
No, I don't have money.
Man. Then I think you're the first person I've heard who said that you've given up dating with women in order to focus on comedy.
Yeah.
Because dating.
Well, no, I've given up. I've given up looking for it. That's for sure. If something comes along, something comes along. But if fucking, I don't need to be fucking wasting my day.
Oh.
Be like, oh, woe is me.
Ah.
I'm not worried about that.
I see. You're not on the apps or anything.
No.
Oh.
I don't need to fuck with that shit, dude. I mean, yeah.
I feel like everybody's on the apps.
Everybody in L. No, yeah, I'm not.
Mm.
I don't need it, mate. I don't need it in my life right now.
I see. Are you religious?
No.
Are you atheist?
No. Well, I don't know what I am. I'm probably atheist at this point. I mean, I was raised Catholic, but I think probably atheist at this point.
Is Catholicism big in Australia?
It is. But I am kind of, you know what? I've come to the realization when I'm finished, I'm worm food. That's it.
Right.
That's my existence. Now, if there's a bonus round that I'm not aware of, I think all I have to do is just not be a dick. If I can go through my life not being a dick, so if I have to be a dick to somebody, I have to be nice to I have to balance it out by being nice to a stranger over here. And
Nice.
yeah, that's how I've kind of got through life. So, yeah, I've been a dick before, but you got to make sure you balance that shit out. And if you balance it out, then maybe there's a bonus round and it works out all right.
Sounds like you believe in karma.
Very much so. But I looked at I looked at Buddhism.
Yeah.
And I said, but sometimes I like to shove people in front of their karma. And the guy who was teaching it goes, you can't push people in front of karma. And I went, really? And he goes, yeah, that's enforced karma. We don't do that. And that's not karma. That's fucking somebody up. And I'm like, well, then if you can't give karma a bit of a kick, then I don't want to be involved in it.
What do you mean by that?
Some people need to get their karma.
Oh.
And yeah, so you're like, okay.
Oh, you mean like enforce it on people?
Yeah, I was like, I'm a big fan of that. I'm like, and then the guy was like, okay, well, then you're not really into what I'm trying to do here. I'm like, well, namaste, off you go. No, thanks. No, just the church of not being a dick.
I see.
Yeah.
So Dan, I'm not actually familiar with Australia, but is Green a British name?
Green is Scots-Irish.
Have you ever done the 23andMe?
No, but I already know where my relatives come from. They did a run down our family tree. My mum did a while back. And she has a book about that thick. All birth certificates and all that kind of shit,
nice.
running people back. Well, that's the thing. I mean, England keep pretty good records.
Ah.
In Scotland and Ireland. And I think my relatives were sent to Australia on the Second Fleet.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Second Fleet of criminals from England.
Right.
So.
Do you know what their thing was?
I don't know what their thing was, and I don't want to know. That's the thing. I mean, I tell people all the time. Everybody in Australia always wants to claim their criminal relatives, and you're like, oh, he was a thief and he was a murderer. But
He was a murderer.
There's plenty of wankers on that fucking. There was plenty of assholes on that boat as well. You don't want to dig too deep and find out that Pop was a fucking rapist.
Right.
And you're like, shit, that's not good. It's like being American. Like being American and digging too deep and finding out that your parents were slave owners and shit like that.
That happens a lot, actually.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, because I see a lot of famous Greens. So maybe you're.
Well, they don't have 23andMe in Germany. You go too deep back, you find out your dad's a Nazi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happens. So then, did you always admire? No, you don't have to admire America, but did you always want to come to America?
No, wasn't until I was doing UN peacekeeping in 2000.
Oh wow!
And we got 4 months off at the end of that. And they said, "What do you want to do with 4 months holiday?" And we went out. We'll come out here and we could have played rugby in England. And instead, we ended up playing rugby in Texas. Came out for 4 months for a working holiday and had such a ball out here. I was like, well, fuck this. When I got back to Australia, I did another year and a half in the army and then got the fuck out and came back out.
Oh, you went back to Australia for a year and a half.
Year and a half, and then finished up in the army. Knocked out my 7 years and then came back. And went back to playing rugby.
Green card?
Citizen now.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like I am, but yeah.
You've been here a while.
I've been here a while. I've been in America 22 years. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a citizen now, as of last year.
Oh man, we are here around a similar length of time.
Yeah. Getting citizenship was difficult, but now I've got it. That's good.
Do you remember what you had to do? Like, did you have to do the national anthem and stuff like
that?
Yeah.
Well, it was just last month, a year ago. It wasn't long ago. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it, man. I got in just before Trump got in, so yeah, I'm like.
You can vote now.
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you vote Trump?
I'm not telling you about it.
Good answer.
Basically, what I did when I voted was I stacked both. staked both piles of shit in front of both candidates and figured out which pile of shit was bigger than the other.
Oh, wow, that's so true.
And that's unfortunately how America has to vote. Until you guys have a centrist candidate, and there needs to be a 3-party system in America, not 2.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different thing.
How does Australia work? Typical.
No, it's cool. I don't think it's anything too crazy. Sorry, mate.
All right.
I've just got it. What the fuck? God damn it. That sucks. Alright.
What happened?
Just internet down in the neighbourhood.
Oh, no.
So for the club anyway.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it doesn't worry. Well, we'll be up. I work tonight anyway. So somebody sent me things on the route.
But are the politics better in Australia?
No, just as bad as here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just as bad as here. Except we don't let people campaign for 2 years for president. You get 4 months.
4 months?
4 months. You don't get to do ads or anything like that outside of 4 months. So it feels like politicians are actually doing work rather than just getting constantly re-elected.
Oh.
Which is what it looks like it is out here. It looks like they do about 2 weeks of work and then they're back in a re-election cycle. And you're like, hang on, you're campaigning again? You just got fucking voted in.
Oh.
So.
Is it a 4-year system?
Yeah, 4 to 2, depending on what they do.
Oh.
But like I said, I haven't voted in Australia in a long time.
Oh, right.
No.
Do you feel American? Is that what you're saying?
I do, actually. It feels like home. Every time I come back now, it feels like home.
Nice.
LA feels like home, which took a while. But once it did, it was good because whenever I do things in LA, I enjoy it. Comedy's here, I enjoy it. I liked Texas for a long time. Texas is a good second home. But when I come back here, I feel more comfortable.
Interesting. I feel like you might have liked Texas.
I love Texas. Texas is great, but it's got
issues.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of issue?
Well, yeah, I was working too hard in Texas. It would have killed me.
Huh?
Texas would have given me a heart attack. I was working too hard.
Oh,
in Texas.
I see.
So, this is a much better change of pace.
I would love to go to. I've actually never been.
Texas is good. Just don't go there from April to October.
It's a long time.
A little bit hot.
I see.
Yeah, especially in Houston. Yeah, avoid it like the plague from June till fucking September.
Oh.
It is ridiculously hot.
Like
That's
right
why all these people that move out there to do comedy in Austin are hurting right now.
Oh.
Because they think it's hot now. What are we in? June? July? August? August is the worst.
Oh, really?
August will fucking kill you in Texas.
It gets pretty hot in here too.
You start seeing comedians move back from Austin in July.
Oh, really?
Because they're like, if I can't fucking handle July, I can't handle August.
Wow, I'll quote you on that.
Yeah. They might come back.
Oh.
Well, who knows? It's just Austin's nowhere near as bad as Houston, but
Oh. Have you been out there?
yes.
I hear Austin's very nice. It's a college town, right?
Well, I lived in Houston, so I never really liked Austin.
Oh.
Austin's a bit fucking up its own ass.
We were talking about something I forgot. Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about ice.
Don't ask me about ice. I don't want to talk about ice.
Oh, you don't want to be political?
No.
All right.
No, I found I like to maintain ambiguity.
Yeah.
With politics, I think, yeah, if you want to be a political comedian, that's fine. If I ever voice my opinion on an issue, then the crowd always has the same response. Well, fuck off back to where you came from.
Oh.
And that's a fair response. I get that from anybody who's born here.
Yeah.
If I suddenly develop a massive opinion on your country, even though I've been here 23 years and I should have the right to have opinion anyway.
Yeah, we do have that.
I do have a right. But at the same time, I see no need to divide a room in half. And it's hard enough to sell tickets.
Yeah, yeah.
Let alone cutting them in half because
yeah, that's true.
half the people don't want to do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, I think as much as I respect political comedy, I think I'd love to think that comedy can be an escape from politics because it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
So what I want people to do is come to a show, turn your phone off, fucking
Right.
detach,
Yeah.
focus, and fucking enjoy 2 hours of just not giving a fuck about your live feed or what's on, or who's someone's story or whatever's happening with the world right now.
Yeah.
It's not you because something's happened to you right now and you're in it. So yeah, that's how I like to maintain it that way.
Sometimes I feel like the best comedians, not it doesn't have to be Jon Stewart, but anybody like that.
Well, those guys are necessary. I love Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
Those guys are necessary. I mean,
because they have such a unique.
Yeah. But it's not me. Now I know where my wheelhouse is. My wheelhouse as a storyteller is taking people away from where they are to basically try and replicate a situation which they would never be in and say, right, you're in it now. And that's, as a storyteller, that's what you've got to do is create that world for people to drop into.
What do you think about the woke culture here in LA?
Mate, that depends. I mean, everybody has a different definition of what woke is. I mean, depending on how much of an asshole you already are. I mean, if you're a fucking somebody who's an intolerant prick, then everything is woke to you. Everything that's not right in front of you. But if you've got a little bit, if you've grown up with some form of tolerance in your life, then this doesn't seem that woke.
Nah.
I mean, yeah. I think people label that stuff too much as an excuse. If you can't figure out a way to work around it, then yeah. I mean, I think there should be free speech.
Yeah.
But I'll say with that, free speech is never free of consequence. You have to be prepared to pay for everything you say.
Right.
So you just can't go out and say, fuck you, I'm out the door, deal with it. No, you're going to have to deal with it because you've got to walk past these people on the way out of the fucking room. There's only one exit out of this joint, okay? If you think that the stage gives you some sort of bulletproof fucking vest of fucking, there's going to be no retribution to you, then no, there isn't. That's why I love it when comedians go on stage and say something completely fucking outrageous.
Oh, really?
And then, well, I can't believe I'm getting blown up online. No, you can, because that's exactly what you wanted. If you didn't want to get blown up online, you wouldn't have said it. You're appreciating the fucking hate as well. I mean,
you're not talking about me, are you, Dan?
huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, not at all, man. Not at all, man. But I mean, yeah, but if anybody understands there's consequences to free speech, it's you. Okay? And that's what it comes down to. I mean, there never will be consequence-free free speech.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, unless you're in a vacuum where you're just a fucking bubble boy yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way. I mean, yeah, you just got to be prepared for it to pay for everything you say.
Yeah.
I don't say anything on stage that I wouldn't be prepared to say to someone's face right now. In this in this scenario right here. I'm like, I don't think that being in front of 500 people should give you anonymity.
The comedians do that a lot.
No, but I think the bigger the arena, the less. If you say something, you're not looking directly at somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, if you say something, you want people to. I'd love people to walk away from every show feeling happy.
Yeah.
Now you can't keep everybody fucking happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody's going to get the shits.
Yeah.
And some people get the shits too much at things, and you're like, why the fuck do you bring? Why do you fuck do you even come to comedy?
Yeah.
There are people that hate on stuff too much. There are people that
too sensitive.
Too fucking sensitive. People who are looking for outrage.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, fuck. What are you gonna do? But do I think LA is too woke?
Yeah.
No. I mean, not that bad. If you want to get out of woke, just go south. Go to Huntington Beach. There you go. You ain't got a problem down there. You can say whatever the fuck you want down there.
Oh, really?
Well, you can do whatever you. I guess. I mean, Orange County. You can get a little looser, but at the end of the day, man, Just be prepared to pay for everything you say. Me, I got no problem.
It's Trump country in OC, right?
Huh?
It's Trump country in OC.
In where?
In OC, Orange County.
It's kind of, yeah.
Who do you look up to?
Who do I look up to?
Yeah.
I don't really look up to anybody as such,
who do you like?
but there are comics. People doing well inspires me to do better, and people I respect doing well really drives me to do better. I love seeing good things happen to good people.
Nice.
That's what drives it around here. That should drive you in LA. LA is such a fucking competitive comedy environment. You can find yourself getting angry at people getting opportunities, especially where I work right now, where the Laugh Factory doesn't put comics on stage, doesn't put employees on stage. So I've had to use that job as a networking tool more than a performance tool, which has been great. And learning the business there has been fantastic as well, because our green room is essentially right behind me in our lobby. So I've just sat up there and just shut the fuck up for 5 years and listened to comics talk about the business side of comedy and learned a lot. But looking up from that perspective, you realize very quickly that I can't. Sometimes people are going to get opportunities who've done comedy less time than you have, and other times than that, and it's just not your time to get that opportunity. And you're like, okay, well this fucking sucks, but good for them. Hey, more power to them, and hopefully the universe will throw a bone my way at some point. I'll work my ass off until it does. But working in that kind of environment's great, because you get to see people develop. You get to see people, if they do the work, get the opportunity, dunk it, rightio. Now we're heading up the hill.
You were eavesdropping?
Eavesdropping? No, I can't help it. I'm fucking standing. I got ears. But I learned a long time ago, shut the fuck up.
Nice.
Yeah, no one wants to hear what you're doing. Just listen. Be a sponge.
That's
and
true.
Listen.
You're not talking to me, are you, Dan?
No, not at all, man. Trust me, Terry. That's the one thing I don't have is a problem with being direct.
Oh, nice.
And
do you think Americans are too indirect?
Well, I'm too direct. Kidder
really?
said it to me one night. He said, Dan, people either like you or fucking hate your guts. And
nice.
I'm like, cool. There's no middle ground. I'm like, that works. So that's fine with me. And yeah, I'm not going to lose any sleep over that.
Do you tend to offend people in the
No, I don't offend anybody, but I am direct. If you're an asshole, I'll tell you you're an asshole.
Nice.
Yeah, and seriously, I'm not worried about fucking any blowback from that.
What do you think about kind of the comedy styles of here, the Los Angeles comedians that you've seen in the kind of like joke tellers versus storytellers versus like crowd work comics?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a storyteller, and I started being a storyteller, but then I realized you can't start a set with a story. I tried doing that when I first started, and people aren't invested in you enough.
Interesting.
To listen to a 4-minute story, or a 3-minute story off the bat. You've got to hit them with punch, 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 punch. Now we're friends. Bang. Now I'm going to hit you with a 3-minute story. And it took a lot of time asking advice from other storytelling comics and watching their sets and watching these guys who finish 15-minute sets with a 7-minute story, but they started with punch, 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 punch to get that audience into them at that point. Now they're listening. And now you can do a story which has maybe 2 minutes of pin drop silence in it before you smack them over the head with a punchline.
Right.
And that pin drop silence though is so much fun. When you're on stage telling a story like that, and you can see their mouths just open like that, and it's you're not bombing, they are fucking in. They're locked in and listening.
That's crazy.
And then you're just like, bam, hit them. Yeah, first time I ever did that. I did that at Supernova, which is a circle stage that used to be down off of Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, really?
And it was an outdoor show. It was in the round. And it was the first time I'd ever got that pin drop silence. And a storytelling comic had told me about it. And he said, dude, you're not bombing when you hear it. You can see them.
Nice.
And I was telling a story, and I thought I was bombing. And then I realized the guys who were making drinks at the bar had stopped shaking.
Nice.
And now I looked up, and the bartenders are looking over the hedge and listening.
Wow.
And I'm like, fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Now we're good.
What was it about?
It was just that story was, that was my skydiving bit.
You what?
My bit about jumping out of a plane with no underpants on.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, anytime you can get people locked in like that, that's the juice. I mean, but it's made me realise that I have to fucking change my act up and write. And when you first start, the spots you get are 5 and 3 minute cold opens and stuff like that. You've got to write punchy stuff. That's why I try and tell people when they come to the fucking goddamn open mic over there at the Laugh Factory, I'm like, they go, oh, it's a 2 minute set. Well, I've got this 2 minute story. I'm like, no, tell a 30-second joke, 30-second joke, 1 minute story, link it back to the first 30-second joke, say thank you very much, put your hand in the air, and then come back and get a callback. And they're like, oh, that's how you do it? I said, that's how I would do it. And they go, cool. And then they go out and tell a 2 minute story with a bit of stupid fucking crowd work, and they're like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, well, because no one was fucking giving a shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Crowd work now, it used to be a privilege. Now it's because people are starting the comedy doing crowd work, which is fucking crazy.
Why would they do that?
Because it gets the most clicks. Crowd work clips get the most clips.
Yeah.
Well, no, Matt did comedy for fucking 10 years before he fucking
Wait, did you see him
popped.
around?
Huh?
Did you see Matt Rife around?
Yeah, Matt's a friend, yeah.
Oh, no way!
Yeah,
Matt
but-
Rife's awesome.
Matt Rife's a great guy. And Matt did comedy for fucking ever. Matt's been doing comedy since he was 16. So,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, people sit there and go, oh, he just blew up. The motherfucker didn't blow up. He worked his ass off.
I read his book recently.
And, yeah, doing the shows they did during the pandemic. Him and Paul Leah. Low-key comedy show on the back of a fucking goddamn pickup truck. Inspired me to do the self-production shows that I've been doing, because if you can put a comedy show on the back of a pickup truck, you can put the fucking thing anywhere. And these guys, when he was doing the back of the pickup truck, he hadn't blown up yet. So this guy, 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, when was the pandemic? 3 years ago?
Yeah. 4 years.
4 years ago. 4 years ago, this guy's doing shows on the back of a truck. Now he's doing arenas.
Yeah.
That's how quick it can happen if you fucking apply yourself. Apply yourself, and be good at what you do, and surround yourself with the right people.
So you don't like crowd work comics?
No, I don't. I respect them.
You don't respect them?
Oh, I do respect them.
Oh.
The true ones, yeah. Matt, Ian Bagg, Maximini. There's some really good crowd work comics.
Jimmy Brogan?
Who?
Jimmy Brogan at Flappers. Have you seen?
Never seen Jimmy perform. But Ian Bagg is the best crowd work comic I've ever
really?
seen. Yeah, Ian Bagg's amazing. He's a Canadian comic. Bagg with 2 G's. He is phenomenal. But even these crowd work guys, they've written structured jokes. Like, I was talking to Nate Jackson one night, and Nate was telling me, yeah, I've got 45 minutes on any ethnicity. So anybody in the crowd who yells out at me, where are you from? Oh, I'm from China. Okay, I've got 45 minutes on Chinese people in the back of my head. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Sweden. I've got 45 minutes of Sweden in the back here. We can talk about that. We can talk about this. And it feels like off-the-cuff crowd work. But these guys have got encyclopedias of shit in the back of their heads.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Ready to pull that up whenever they get that opportunity. Oh, you're from Norway. Knew a guy named Sven from Norway. Yeah. What's your name? Is your name Sven? Oh, then it all feels like it's fucking happening
crazy.
right there. But it's back there. It's just years of experience with these guys. And that's the difference between a guy who's been doing crowd work for 5 to 10 years and a guy who's started doing it 2 weeks ago and is asking you if you're dating or who's fucking. And you're like, come on, man. Be a little bit more creative.
But maybe it's because they don't know that that's how it's working in the background.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, crowd work's the easiest thing to do as a new comic because it doesn't require any writing. Well, you think it doesn't, but the true masters of it, I guarantee you, are writing.
I see.
They're writing scenarios that they can turn their crowd work to. Oh, well, yeah, you're a quadriplegic with no legs. Okay, yeah. I had a friend who was a quadriplegic with no legs. And then we go off on that story about their friend, and then we bring it back to this guy, and you link them all in, and now it feels like crowd work, but it's not.
Wow. Maybe I should have asked you about this a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I don't do crowd work because I've got an accent. And my accent's hard enough to understand as it is. And if 2 people fuck up my accent, then the crowd isn't wondering why they couldn't understand me. They're wondering why they're like can I not understand this guy? Maybe he is fucking weird. And it fucks up the whole thing.
I have an accent too. Last question is, are there any Australian comics here in LA?
Yes. A bunch.
Oh, are they famous?
Well, Jim lives here. Jim Jeffries lives.
Oh, I think
Jim Jeffries has a place here.
He's Australian?
Yeah.
Ah.
He's probably the most famous Australian comic here.
Oh.
Monty Franklin lives here. Amos Gill comes through eventually. I don't know if he has a place out here. And yeah, then there's a whole bunch of hard-working Aussie comics as well who are trying to break through. Sarah Lawrence, Craig Lowe. Yasmin Kasim comes in occasionally. She's moving back and forth between the two. And then there's a whole bunch of guys who come out, spend a month or two out here each year.
Is stand-up big in Australia?
Yeah.
Ah.
So, but the trick is, coming out to here from Australia is a expensive endeavour.
Right.
You really got to, if you're as a comic, if you're coming out here, you really got to have a place to crash.
Ah.
Because if you can get around not paying for accommodation, then you could actually probably afford to be here for 2 months. But if you're an Aussie comic, if you want to get better real quick, come out here for 6 months.
Ah.
Crash on someone's couch, come out here for 6 months.
Yeah.
Go to New York or LA and just, boom, just get up every goddamn day and just do as much stand-up as you can. Because that's the thing in Australia. There is, but that whole 7-day-a-week shit doesn't happen in Australia as much.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. The ability to do fourth walls and do slotted mics and stuff like that and work out material constantly if you really want to apply yourself. That doesn't exist anywhere else.
Gotcha. If you have any Australian friends who needs a place to stay, I can offer them the living room.
You don't want Australians on your living room floor, man. Australians are horrible. They're not good people.
Thank you. Let's end on that then. Wait, if I could send you this video in 5 years, what would you say to your future self?
In 5 years, I'd say fucking you better have made it, or you're fucking, or you should fucking quit.
Don't quit. Thanks, Dan.
No worries, mate.
Hey, appreciate it.
Cheers, bud.